Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. How are you all doing? I'm excited to be with all of you today. What's going on? Let me just turn some of those bings and bongs off so I don't get disturbed. We don't want to disturb this process. So I'm really excited. We're going to talk all things about commitment and the power of commitment. And are you really committed to lose weight now? Are you really committed to changing your relationship with your weight, your body, and see that scale go down now? And I'm really excited to talk about this topic because so much of the time we don't even realize how powerful, how important our language is to determine our results. And so I want to dive into that today and really show you and help you see your level of commitment to losing weight, seeing results on the scale, feeling amazing in your body. And I want to do that from a different vantage point by having you look at what is your language telling you? What are you saying to yourself? How is this showing up for you? So one of the cool things about doing this work for so long is when a new client or any client comes to me, I can quickly see their commitment level. I can see it in a few moments. There was a woman who came into I started to talk to this week, and she said she wanted to lose 50 pounds. She wanted to lose 50 pounds after she went to the doctor, and her doctor said that she's really close to being diabetic. And she doesn't want to be, and she so badly wanted to make sure that she got in front of her weight so that she can start seeing a difference in her health and avoid becoming diabetic. But when I was talking to her, I could hear her saying things like, gosh, I pray for a better result. I'm hoping to find time and make the time for this. I am trying to make some changes. And some of that language I could quickly hear, I could quickly see that some of the issue was the fact that she was saying, I'm trying, I'm hoping, I'm wishing, I'm praying. And so I want you to think about your language. I want you to think about what is it that you tell yourself about your journey to lose weight? Are you hoping to see those pounds come off? Are you praying? Or do you feel determined, committed, going to make it happen for sure? Like, where are you? Where are you at with the language that you're using around your desire to lose weight? Is it a desire or is it a commitment? Is it something you hope to happen or is it something that you are hunkering down and making it happen? Now, we can't always decide when it happens, when those pounds fall off. But what you can do is create the language and the words and the phrases that absolutely create the outcome that you want. So I just want you, for those of you who are live with me, welcome. I love seeing those of you on the phone. Hello, everybody on the phone. Hello, everybody on Facebook. I want you to tell me, what is your commitment level? Are you using words like try? And here's some things that I hear so many of you tell me. I'm going to try and get in front of my overeating. I'm going to try to not eat late at night. I hope that I can really get in front of this. See, that language tells me everything. Versus if I hear you say, I'm 100% committed to making sure tonight I stop eating when I'm satisfied and then at 8 o'clock, kitchen closed. Do you feel the difference? Do you see the difference? One is hoping that it might work. The other one's deciding that it will work. That simple shift in your language will make the difference between feeling like you're on this cyclical yo-yo diet world and going up and down with your weight versus seeing consistent results with your weight loss. Because when you decide and you keep deciding and you keep committing and recommitting and your language speaks as though you have that commitment, what happens is you will lose weight. When you're out with friends and it's like, I'm going to try to be good tonight. How often have you said that? I'm going to try. I'm going to really try to do this better. No, just here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm creating. Here's what I'm being. I didn't have to do that with college. I was like, I'm going to try to graduate. No, I just was like, I'm graduating. And you all do this in so many different areas of your life. You have these commitments. I'm going to try to pick up my kids today after school. No, I don't try. I don't hope. I don't wish. I'm doing it. It's a commitment I make with them, with my life, with having children. I'm not going to try to be faithful to my husband. I make the choice. I made the decision. This is who I'm going to be with. I make that choice every single day. I want to make that choice. I love that choice. And you have these decisions you make all the time, these commitments all around you to those that you love, to the people around you, your work, your life. And so why would this be any different? So I want to see if you can begin to make the change from try, hope, wish, pray, to doing it, making it happen, committing, doing everything to make it happen, to deciding to be the person who absolutely honors her body no matter what. And then redecide and redesign and recommit and recommit. But if your language, everybody, if your language is that wishy-washy, then the people around you will be wishy-washy about your desire to lose weight too. You're giving yourself a wishy-washy answer. Your commitment's wishy-washy and your results are going to be wishy-washy. If you want to see those consistent results, I always love you coming from the vantage point of getting clear of who you want to be. Always. No matter what diet program, what way you're showing up in relationship with food or weight or your body, get clear. What do you want it to look like? I want to be somebody who, for me, it was always really clear. I observed the naturally thin. I interviewed the naturally thin. They told me what they do. I loved it. I was inspired by it. And I made a decision and commitment to be that way. And does that mean I'm 100% perfect? No, I didn't say perfection. I said decision, commitment. And when I fall off the wagon, I just recommit and redecide. But you've got to first come from that place of who do you want to be? How do you want this to look? Do you really want to be somebody who honors hunger? If you do, that's the decision. That's the commitment. If you really want to be somebody who doesn't have sugar, that's the commitment. That's the decision. That is not my commitment or my decision. I knew that that was not what I wanted. My decision, however, is that I want to be somebody who has most of the time eats really good quality whole foods, real foods, that both feels good in my body physically and mentally satisfies me. I haven't made the decision to be somebody who doesn't have sugar. That could happen at some point, but I'm realistic as to who I want to be in this world long term around my relationship with food and my body. And so I want you to really hunker down and start paying attention to the language that you're using and just notice it. Just be a fly on the wall and notice when you go, well, should I really eat this? When you start entertaining all these should I really? It shows that your decision is wobbly. Let's put some strong base underneath that wobbly stool of decision, and let's make this happen for you. Let's make your weight loss dreams and goals come true. And it comes down to what decision, what commitment are you willing and open to make, and keep making, even if it doesn't look 100% perfect, as it won't ever. But who do you want to be? How do you want to be with food? Have you made that decision? Or is it still a hope? Is it still a want? Is it still a dream? Where are you with your commitment? And I want to hear and I want to see what it is that you are committing to. And I'm going to look here in the comments. Hello, Miss Paula. Hi, Denise. Hi, Miss Allie. Love seeing you guys. Hi, Barb. Hi, Miss Sandy. Sandy, did you just have a birthday? Happy birthday, Sandy. Hi, Patty. I made the decision to never give up on me. Heck yes. And that's why in the 30-day challenge, I'm so passionate about all of you saying to yourself throughout the challenge, I may flounder, I may make mistakes, I'm going to learn, but I'm going to still complete the challenge. I'm going to still show up for myself in whatever messy way that looks. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep showing up. Paula, that's so awesome. So I want you to all think about Patty, Sandy, Barb, Allie. What are your commitments? All of you listening who are going to be listening to this podcast. What decision are you willing, open, and making sure that you are deciding on? Not just hoping, not just praying, not just loosely choosing. What do you want to decide? Who do you want to decide to be? And then go be that person. If you are not clear on who you want to be in this world, around your weight, around your body, around your health, and you don't have a clear vision, then definitely take my free course. That's going to be one way to just start this journey. Let's get you clear on who you want to be. And then from there, let's start taking action to be that person. And if you forget who you want to be, you need to have a way to reinforce it. You need to have a reminder. Because when we're reprogramming a new way of being, don't you think it makes sense that that old way is going to show up? Of course. Of course it is. That's why we have to remind ourselves. And we can't just do it esoterically out there in our brain. We have to write it down. Our brain has to see what that commitment is, what that decision is, who we want to be. Our brain, our eyeballs need to see it. And the more we can activate our dominant senses to then feel that, the better. One of the things we're doing inside of the inner circle right now is looking at, okay, we're over halfway through. It's going to be December 31st. How do you want to look and feel? How do you want to be in your body? You can be that way, but have you made that decision that you're going to do whatever it takes to move yourself toward that person, to be that person? Bria, yes, reinforcement is definitely going to be the key for all of you, because we forget. You are all so busy. You have so many things going on. And I also know you want to improve your health and your wellness and feel so good in your body. But if we forget and life goes on and then another week we go, oh yeah, I really do want to lose weight. Why do I keep doing this? Because the commitment, the focus, the decision hasn't been made. You don't forget to pick up your kids from school. You don't forget to stay committed to those that you love. You choose it, you decide it, and you choose it, and you reinforce the choice and decision every single day until it becomes like brushing your teeth. It's just what you do. It's just how you show up. I just make my bed every day. It's just what I personally do. Okay? So I really want you to take some time to look at what is the commitment? What is it that you want to, who do you want to be? And when I say this, and in yesterday's podcast, I was like, let's go bigger than just your weight. Because you say you want to lose weight. Why? Why does it matter? Who do you think you will be as a result of your weight loss? Then when you say, I want to be 100 and some pounds or whatever it might be and wear some clothes, it doesn't have to be a weight or even a clothes goal. It can be an essence goal. This is who I want to be in the world. Somebody who loves myself, who says kind, loving things, who gives myself the recognition and love for so many of the amazing things I do in my life, and who can come to meals feeling hungry and can easily stop and can say no when my body isn't craving food, isn't hungry for food, physically hungry for food. I want you to write this out and get a clear image of how you want to be in the world, in the space we occupy in this world with your body. How do you want to be showing up in this world? And then from there, it's about making the decisions around who you want to be. And if you feel scared to make those decisions, that's okay. It should be a little scary because your brain's going to be like, what? You mean I might not be safe? And it's going to want to kick you into the old. And all you have to do is just keep reinforcing, no, here's why. Here's what we're doing. It's going to be okay. I got you, inner 2-year-old. I got you, subconscious mind. We're going to just keep going. I know you're going to give me unconscious and conscious obstacles. There's going to be life obstacles, but I'm ready for the challenge because I want to be somebody in this world who feels good in my skin, who wears pants and clothes that I feel beautiful in. That's why you have the health that you want to have. You want to be the role model. You want to be with your kids and grandkids and play and have the vibrancy that you want. Well, then it starts with making some commitments and decisions around how you want to show up and who you want to be. So from the vision, then you get to look at, why does this matter? Why does weight loss matter? That creates your vision. Then it's about making the decision, making the commitment, and then noticing the language where you start to wiggle around a little bit, where you start to kind of go, oh yeah, I hope tonight is better. I hope I can really do well tonight in front of the TV. I hope I can stop eating tonight easier. No, let's change out those hopes and just make the commitment, decide, choose it, be it, create it, make it happen. Okay? And it doesn't mean that you can't choose little by little steps. You don't have to choose and decide the big kahuna. You can choose you can make the decision to check into your body before you eat. That's a decision that you can make. It doesn't mean that you have to decide to only eat when your body is hungry, let's say, but you can make the decision to decide to check in before you just want to eat. So you can break these things down to get to the big decision or the bigger ultimate goal. I feel a little, you say, Bria, I feel a little weak in my resolve to get consistent. And I can see that the commitment right now can help. Yeah, totally. Of course you feel a little weak in your resolve at times. This is big stuff. And that's why I'm saying if you need to break it down, break it down. It should feel doable. It should fit into your life. It should feel a little scary. It can feel a little like, ooh, this is a stretch. But do you see that the absolute best work you can do in losing weight is the journey of transforming the words you say, the thoughts you think, and the feelings you have. What you have to do to go through that process creates just a magnificent you. There's nothing like facing your mind that just wants to eat and choosing not to give into it. Do you know how powerful that is? Do you know how strong you have to be? You know how cool that is when you have that strength knowing I can sit and have those cravings in my head and I'll be okay. And my voice, that little 2-year-old inside of me, will just talk and scream and yell and I'll be okay. Knowing that I choose to be somebody who doesn't eat just because I give into those and hear those cravings, hear that inner dialogue going bonkers. Who you become as a result of that is magnificent. That's why I'm so passionate about this. It's not that I want you to be a certain weight. It's who you get to become, who you become as a result of hitting and meeting your goals and stretching and trying to reach them. That's the cool part for me, is who you're becoming through the process. When you can do this, you can do anything. Okay? So I want you to start to just pay attention. When you start to feel like you're a little wobbly in your commitment, strengthen it. Make the decision instead of saying, I'm going to try, say, I'm going to do. When you say, I think I'm going to, no, I'm going to. When you say, I hope I can, no, I know I can. When you say, I feel like I should, you're to say, I'm committed to doing and being. Just start noticing the language and tighten it up, strengthen it up. By making this one simple shift, you will accelerate your weight loss results by an incredible amount, because who you are showing up as is somebody entirely different. You're no longer a hoper, a dreamer, a prayer. Not that there's anything wrong with any of those, but you know what I mean. You're no longer hoping for this to come. You're deciding to make it happen. And there's a big jump going from I'm hoping to I'm doing and being. This is the jump that when you make this jump, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. There's nothing that's going to get in the way of you doing what it is that you've made the decision to do and commit to it over and over and over again. No matter how long it takes, no matter the journey, no matter what's happening, you make that commitment. Then when you go on a vacation, it's easy. Then when you travel, go on a car ride, it's easy. Then when you are out at a restaurant, it's easy, because it's easier because you've made the commitment. You've decided who you want to be and you keep reinforcing it. And imagine 30 days from now, reinforcing the decision around who you want to be. Holy cow, you're going to be a different person. And then 30 more days and 30 more days and 30 more days. Okay? So start noticing the language. Start noticing what you're telling yourself and where you're kind of, where that commitment is a little lacking. And I noticed this in myself. I'm going to try to get to the gym. No, I'm making the decision to go today. Right? I'm making a decision. I'm setting the time. Here, I'm scheduling it right now. Different vibe of I'm going to maybe kind of commit. No, I'm making it happen. What are you going to make happen today? What are you going to make happen and decide to do today to move your health and wellness forward? And then do it. One of the most glorious feelings is to start to feel like your word actually means something. You know that feeling when you're like, I've told myself 5,000 times that I'm going to not eat this, and then I go and eat it. I tell myself I'm going to stop, and then I don't. And then it's kind of like your word starts to not mean much. But when you start to go, I said this and I did that, and then you celebrate and you go, yes, that's awesome, good me. Your word starts to matter, and you start to believe what you say, and you start to build your confidence around your word in this area. I know so many of you have amazing words in other areas. Absolutely. You say you're going to do something, you do it. This is the area we just have to strengthen. And it's because of thoughts and beliefs and emotions and all these things that get in the way of that. And that's okay. We're strengthening it now so that you can start believing that when you say something, you're going to follow through. But you've got to recognize you following through, reward it, so that you create a new habit of following through on your word. Okay? I love that you're going for a walk after this. Awesome way to take action. Awesome, Teresa. I love it. You guys are so great. I'm so glad this helps. I love this way of life, Marta. You're so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? So let's watch those words and start moving any of those little words to more commitment words, to more words that really stand for who you want to be. That you've made this commitment, this decision, and let's not settle for anything, but this commitment, this decision, so that you can knock off this weight and get the results you want. And if you need my help doing it, I'm happy to look at coaching as an option, that you can look at the inner circle, the thin within method, the home set. There's so many options that I can help you make this commitment and keep moving forward on this path, okay? All right. If I goof and I find myself eating when not hungry, I stop and I call it a glitch in the matrix. You always have such great words. I love that. That is fantastic. Yes, we're not going to want to take you out of the game just because there's a glitch in the matrix. We just go, oops. Oh, okay. And we just recommit, redecide, reconnect to that person. But you have to know who you're deciding to be, who you're committing to be. That's what this is about. So any of you 30-day challengers, any of you Inner Circle members, any of you listening and watching, it's about choosing and deciding who you want to be now. Strengthen that decision. Okay? All of you should have a vision. All of you should know who you want to be, and all of you should be making a decision around this that is doable for your life, your being, your health, and then starting to watch the words to realign with that decision over and over and over again. And your actions will follow suit. Okay? So have an amazing day. Kick some major booty. You got this. You've got this. Go have an amazing day. I will have this available for you tomorrow for the podcast. And have yourself kick some major booty. Make the decision. Pay attention to your thoughts. Realign them to being who you want to be. And make that decision today. All right. Hugs, everybody. Lots of love. Bye. Mwah.